And this is the biggest thing about compatibility and suitability. Compatibility can be good for today,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
not enough for tomorrow.
Welcome to Raw Talks. My name is David Mac Jones, and today again I have my lovely aunt, Auntie Joy. And yes, we're still in the relationship series. I don't know if you guys saw the last episode. It was lit. Like we talked about commitment and just the dangers of being committed to the wrong relationships and just making sure you know who you are before you commit to the right person.
Exactly.
And today we're gonna talk about something that you talked to me about when Thanksgiving. It was a word. It was a revelation. And the topic is compatibility versus suitability, and just the difference between that and how important it is to know what those two words mean, and what to look for in a potential relationship.
Yeah. We have a lot of relationships, unfortunately, that either starts well and end in a very bad way.
Yeah.
I've had tremendous experiences, in that regard. And there's a reason we've come to realize that, look, let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Every time you run into a situation of confusion or there's no clarity, you say, okay, let's go back to the manual.
Yeah.
And when we go to the manual, to the beginning, it was Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And Adam was not bored, the Bible says that God made the animals and he named them.
Yeah.
So he had company.
Yeah.
But he did not have intimacy.
Yeah. He had tasks.
Yes, he had
relationships.
things around him.
Yeah.
He had, because animals could make noises.
Yeah.
Animals could, move.
You can interact. But
You understand, But then there was something, and God said, "Everything I've created, there's no one suitable for him.
Mm.
Now I'm gonna make something that's suitable."
That's design.
Yes.
Yeah.
So compatibility is availability, but not necessity.
Wow.
It's like I could be right here with you, but I may not be necessary
For you,
That
Wow.
has to be hard
it's tough.
in a relationship, because you're there because you're there. You're there because you're available, but you are not a necessity. This guy don't need you.
Yeah.
You understand?
You're there because you're a woman, or you're there because you're a man.
Exactly.
That's the word.
And what happens with compatibility is that you can see the activity that people in relationships do. Go to dinner, hang out with friends, all that activity is there, but there's no chemistry. There's no connection.
Yeah.
There's no intimacy. There's no being. What is intimacy? It's when you're into each other.
Yeah.
When Adam saw Eve, he said, "Oh, she's bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh."
Yeah.
Now, in today's English, what that is that this is someone that is a destiny connection for me. I see this person and I see me.
Yeah.
I talk to this person like I'm talking to me.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
It's like a reflection.
Exactly. This person is like a reflection of me. This person is like the thing that I need to just go on the next ride.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when we get to that point and you find that Adam was in that garden, he was messing around with all these animals, but then he was still lonely. That means it's possible that you can be together in a relationship. I cannot tell you how many people who are in a relationship or who are married and are lonely.
Wow.
How can you have
Somebody
someone
right there.
and be lonely? So you're as good as someone who has no one.
Yeah.
But then you have a greater burden. Because the person who has no one knows they don't have anyone, so they have no expectations.
Yeah.
But you who have someone knows, well, he's lying there, he's not touching me.
It's
He's
unfulfilled.
lying there, you understand?
Yeah.
He's not, he didn't even notice my hair. And he's saying, she didn't even ask me how was my day.
Wow.
She couldn't even, like the code that I came in with a frown.
Yeah.
I didn't come in like,
The usual.
But when you're with someone who is suitable for you, they kind of pick everything.
Yeah.
They can almost tell what you're thinking. They can almost predict you, and they can almost they complement you. That's
the
one of the
biggest thing.
best things,
Yeah.
you know. So the essence of focusing on is not just I don't want to be, and this is the biggest thing about compatibility and suitability. Compatibility can be good for today,
Yeah.
but not enough for tomorrow. It has an expiration date.
Wow.
Compatibility can be good today because you don't know who you are. You did not choose based on where you're going. You chose based on where you are.
Were, yeah.
When you choose based on where you are, when you quickly grow into that next level, that thing has expired.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't taste
It's
good.
done. It's
Do you
done.
understand?
I do, yeah.
And so something that was good yesterday,
Might not be good for
it's
tomorrow.
not fitting today no more.
Yeah.
So when you're making a choice, okay, when you're making a choice, you have to look all the way, and that's why vision. Oh my God, we can never overemphasize the importance of vision, David.
Yeah.
The vision, what is driving you now is your vision.
Yeah.
When I ask you a question now, what do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? You can
have an
answer
idea,
me.
yeah.
Once you have that answer, you can make a choice. Now you don't make a choice based on where we are right now. You make a choice based on where
you're going.
we're going. So when you see this person, fit that person into today. Does she get me today? Will she get me tomorrow? Does she have the capacity to get me tomorrow?
Understand.
Do I see her in my world in the next 10 years?
Yeah.
And that's where my favorite word, destiny, comes in.
Yeah.
It has to be a destiny connection.
Yeah.
It has to be a chemistry, a destiny chemistry.
Because, it's going to take you there.
Exactly. So you have to see this person that has the flexibility. Bone of my bone means she can bend into me. She can flow into me. He can just accommodate me.
They can adapt.
Yes, they can. It's like that mattress that they advertise on TV.
It goes with your body. It goes with your body.
Oh my God! You understand?
Yeah.
It's not the one that you just like anywhere you go.
It's not
just
stiff.
That is what suitability is. It's suitable for you. But if it's just compatible, it's just there. I just have to make do with what I got.
And that's a hard situation to continue to
I know.
develop. I love the fact that you said that about just making sure that they're not just compatible for where you are, but they're suitable for where you're going. Because I heard something exactly like that, and it's funny. It's from Uncle Daniel, which is my uncle, and he was like, man, he told me, he was like, man, you need to marry somebody for not where you are at, but married for where you're going. Because you can get married to somebody for where you're at, and when you start becoming the man that you were destined to be, or the woman you were destined to be, that person is going to look at you and be like,
I didn't sign up for that.
I didn't sign up for you. You said you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you want to have your own business. Why you quitting your job? Why you being a pastor? You know what I'm saying? Why you starting those things? Why you traveling all of a sudden?
Not for me.
So I think it's important that I feel like in the genesis of the relationship that we're having these conversations, so we can figure out like, oh, this person might not be able to handle.
Absolutely.
Where I'm going.
And let me tell you something, because some people are given to talk.
Yeah.
Talk. When you say, what's your vision? I've been in settings of relationships where it started with like, oh my God, she has a great vision just like me. We have the kind of same vision.
Yeah.
Now, don't get too carried away with what they
conversation.
said.
Yeah.
One of the things I tell people now is I don't applaud potential no more.
No, we're done with potential. Everybody's
exactly.
done.
So the thing I applaud is the pursuit of potential.
Yeah.
When you are actively in pursuit to unlock your potential, to unleash your potential, that's what I celebrate.
Action.
When I see someone who acknowledges that I have a journey, I have a vision, and I'm walking. So when you discuss with somebody in January, what you guys call dating nowadays. When you discuss with somebody in January and they talk about their vision, they tell you all that good stuff, be like, ooh, it's like
it's good stuff. It's good to
good
hear.
stuff, like what I have in mind.
Yeah.
But then 6 months they've not done anything
It's still
about
in the same place.
And then they be like, oh, I'm praying about it. I'm just praying about it. And then they change their minds. No, that's where people miss it, because oh no, she said it. Oh no, he said it. So look for someone who doesn't just have a vision, but someone who is actively in pursuit of that vision.
Wow, that's good.
That's who you want to tag along with. And when you see their character, character should be your judge of suitability. Do they do what they say? Or do they just say what they say? Or do they do what they say?
They're living it out. They're living out, that.
Yes.
That
So
characters, yeah.
that's the thing that makes purpose. That's the thing that makes it suitable. That oh, we both have the drive.
Yeah.
We both are repentant. We can repent when we're wrong. We can say sorry. Now, if you're with someone who cannot apologize, that is also something.
Yeah.
Like they can never be wrong. That's also a problem.
Yeah.
So suitability is like the necessity of life, the necessity of relationship, what you need to adapt to the terrain of life.
Yeah.
Because life is not just a flat surface.
It goes ups
It
and
fluctuates,
downs,
yeah. So you need someone who has the mechanism, who has the ability to be able to go with the flow, to be able to adapt, and that is when you know, okay, this is my team right here. This is my co-pilot right here, you know, and that's just what it is.
Man, that's awesome. Oh man, compatibility versus suitability. Because I love that because we've been taught just find someone that's compatible. Someone that's compatible.
For a long time.
For a long time. Like that's been the norm in our society. In our
And what is
generation.
even compatibility?
Exactly.
You understand?
So, but man, guys, it's important to judge them by the fruit and by the character. And man, I hope you guys have been blessed by this episode. I hope you guys take some of the wisdom and the knowledge that been spoken today and just apply them in your daily lives. I know not everybody has an Auntie Joe like I do, and that's why I created Raw Talks. Well, I can bring people
I know, right?
the well of experiences and the knowledge so that you guys can learn from and just apply them to your life. And maybe you need to take a look of your relationship and be like, yo, are we suitable for each other or are we just compatible?
I know.
Because if you're not, then you already put an expiration date on that. So, guys, stay tuned for more episodes and always remember, live raw. Have a good day.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.